Now then, hobbyists.
Ow! Oh. I genuinely think that nearly broke my toe then.
Today, we have a first run video. Usually, the first run is when we find out that the tyres haven't been glued on, or the steering is off, or even that the gearbox has been put together when we were blindfolded or horrendously drunk. In this video, we have the Mercedes 190e, which is one of our favourite models from Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes have a pedigree of making cars that work with minimal nonsense. This reminds me of that old joke. Where would we be without a sense of humour? Germany. Germans have always come across as stern and sticking to the rules, which isn't really the case, because just look at our friends at RC Birds. Fun is definitely permitted there. But stereotypes make good stories. On the subject of Germany, I am watching Auf Wiedersehen Pet again for probably the millionth time. The show is set in the early 80s, when unemployment was really high and the government couldn't really seem to do anything about it. Are you sure this was set in the 80s and not now? It tells the story of 3 Geordie bricklayers going to work in Germany on a building site. Whilst there, they meet up with a chippy, a plasterer, an electrician, and a wrestler, another bricklayer. They have to live in a miserable hut that's on the actual building site, and it shows how they miss home or not, and how they spend their free time. I highly recommend the series, although I actually do prefer Series 2, which is set in the UK and Spain. That series has an antagonist called Ali Fraser with his tidy boiler, Vicky. But Mercedes is based in Germany, so I couldn't really come up with a good excuse about mentioning Series 2, hence why I mentioned Series 1 predominantly. Anyway, back to the 190e from Mercedes, which was a popular model, and it did have a sporting background as well. This kit actually comes in 2 variations of colours. This one is the green and gold version. It has also had an RZ motor put into it and some other upgrades. Let's head over to the chief engineer's panic room and he can maybe explain a little bit more.
Welcome back. Here we go, guys. All finished. Tamiya Mercedes 190e Diebels Ult. How nice is that? So with this one, lots of decals, but gone box art, absolutely made up. Lovely model. Shells come out really well. Not sure how long that Merc badge is going to last, the way we drive. But sprayed up the wheels, and then I've put some foam inside the tyres, put those on, glued them in place. Don't want those falling off. Sprayed up the front grille in the gold. It just matches the overall look a bit more than with it being in the silver. Decals went on really well, made up. Very nice. There she is, can't wait to see her out in the open for the first run. One of my favourite looking shells that I've done. Very nice. With this one, with the chassis, we got the Tamiya Superstock RZ motor in place. We've got upgraded spur gear and pinion gear, give it a bit more poke. We've got Hobby Wing ESC. I've put a fan on top of there as well. We've got the servo saver. I've upgraded the servo arm there. And then I found these steering rods here in aluminium, so put those on. Really nice chassis. Again, one of my pet hates with Tamiya, doesn't come with a rear bumper, so I've ordered another rear foam to go on there. So yeah, all done, can't wait. Absolutely made up. This one's turned out really well. So let's take her for the first run.
Not much in the world of outtakes this week, just generally poor driving, I guess. So you don't miss out on further videos and similar nonsense, please like, feel free to comment, definitely subscribe, and press that bell-shaped thingy to be woken up at all hours for further content. But for now, that's your lot.